Yo. Want to do a quick video on the best way to get the Genesis Camo by far. First of all, if you haven't done the campaign, you can easily get 2, maybe 3 guns if you count the knife close to gold. I finished headshots on the first AR fairly quickly. I got about half on the Scar. So it's a very good first place to start. But assuming you are actually in game, the best way to level, besides getting carried by someone who is max level, doing tier 4, tier 3 challenges, is to either A, have something like this, so you can get a good weapon early on, or gold like that one over here. But just straight up spamming quick challenges. Grid takedown has a lot of enemies, shipments quick, stuff like that, like road blockages, they're very quick. Breakdowns, I guess. And you just chain that over to tier 2. Tier 2, you have the hand cannon equipped as your primary ability. Very good at killing prime targets or any thing that can spawn a jailbreak. Very, very good. Any command center. They kill the elite enemy very quickly. But assuming you've hit 60, or at least 45, because that's when you get the max damage upgrade, and you just need headshots, quad cores, by far the best way to just spam headshots. The tier 2 one over here, and the tier 3 one up here, very, very good. You're in the process of doing the quad core, you can just, before it finishes, leave, and boom, you wait for the AI to freak out on you, and then it resets, and you just keep doing it over and over and over. That is by far the best way for headshots. Now, when you're done with headshots, a lot of the very annoying challenges, not the simple ones like obvious suppressor kills or just kills with a magnified scope, something like slide kills can be very annoying. Obviously, you can just go to a tier 1 zone, but if you have the perk that lets you run into zombies and kill them, or slide into them, whichever one, those will count with slide kills. They count for dolphin dive kills, they count for slide kills, stuff like that. Very helpful. I'll have a screenshot of all the perks that you would want later on, but very good. Human kills, still it's back to tier 1, spamming grid takedowns. They spawn 20 people minimum, usually, out of the helicopter and just roaming the area. Strong boxes are good. If you have any strongholds, very good. Any command centers are still very, very good. They always spawn a ton of enemies, guaranteed. Fear kills, generally spam quad core, or this area where I'm at in tier 3. Probably the best spot for quick kills for both Moonstone challenges and Fear. There's about 5 spawns all over this area. Down here, some down here. They spawn all over this section of the map. Same with when you go over here, they can spawn at this little campsite. And then down the hill over here. This generally will have a special or elite enemy as well around those challenges. They're all right here. Drones, by far the most simple challenge in the game. Surveillance controls. You just run up, let them scan you, and make sure you're in a safe spot, because I don't know if AI can kill them or not, but don't kill the main drone. It will eventually spawn very tiny drones that you one hit 25 times over and you're done. Very simple. You have guild tech. By far the best way, from what I did, was also still grid takedowns, especially tier 1, because they always spawn 2 normal AI walking around robots from the ships, guaranteed. I don't think I ever had one not spawn. It was that simple. They were incredibly good for guild tech. Still long and tedious, but they were by far. Still do tier 2s and whatever, but tier 1s are very, very good. Those are generally most of the very annoying challenges to go through. A lot of the other ones are just suppressor kills, kills with a gun at blue or higher.
Clear it out and loosen the guild's foothold.
But once you get to molten gold challenges on all your weapons, the absolute best area in the entire game, 100%,
There's a guild shipping container
is the section by the Coliseum, kind of where this guy's at. You simply just run loops back and forth around the Coliseum, killing all the raiders that spawn.
Looks like the guild pulled one off.
They are almost guaranteed to be there from every time I've been there.
Eyes on a guild officer near
And they
you.
reset
End it.
constantly. Assuming it's not there, you can do this prime target, change it into these two HVTs. Then they'll generally spawn. If they aren't, you can go all the way up here to this section of the map where my evidence collection quest is, and pretty much guarantee they will respawn. But you simply run around the Coliseum, like right here. Boom, raider. Generally there's can be 2, usually 1 in this spot, but 3 spawn up by this. 2 spawn right here. Almost guaranteed as well. They can spawn right here. Yeah, there's 1. You run over here. At this arch, there's almost always 2 again. So I want to clear these out, but there can be a raider here. Generally spawns right here.
Eliminate all enemies and
when that's done, you just grapple away. You gotta go super far to try and guarantee it. Or you just go straight back the way you went. And usually these could respawn, but this one is pretty much guaranteed. Same with the one over there. And usually after you kill this guy, if you do run back here, those 2 by the first arch right here will respawn. Pretty much guaranteed all the time. This is how I speed ran special enemies. By far the best way. Without a doubt in my mind. Now when you're done with gold, or if you're done with gold on certain weapons and you could try and go for Moonstone, that same spot I was at towards Resort where this guy's getting hunted, incredibly good for Moonstone. Incredibly good. Usually you clear this out, you might get a gun completely done, boom, you rush quad core. Quad core, after this area, still the best way to get this done, without a doubt in my mind. Just do the same thing, get the kills, when it's about to finish you reset, boom. You could run back up here, you could try and run for other quad cores. Usually there can be one in the stadium. If not, there's one here. Sometimes there's one further down. But this area flooded with AI all the time. Literally constantly. There's AI down there. If you start the thing over here, the HVT, this one right here, there's enemies that spawn up here. They're normal dudes, but they still count. Still by far the best areas for this. Now when you've done Moonstone, without a doubt, the best farm also is the tier 4 area for elites. This top section of Lowtown, the best. Most games, 3, maybe close to 4 guns completed with elites. Running the same kind of loop. I had one game where I did 9, incredibly lucky. 9 guns is so incredibly rare. That is by far the best probably someone's ever going to get because of how rare it is. But you simply run here. There can be elite here. Where the strong boxes, there can be 3 elite spawns randomly. Now if there's not one there, there's generally one here, but it's a zombie. Yep, like that. Sometimes they don't count from what I've seen and heard from other people that have done the camo. But at least spawn here
I've marked guild charging
at the building.
near you. Cut their
They spawn
power and piss
all
them off.
around this building. They can spawn right past this building and here and here. In here as well. There's usually a rhino here whenever it's here. Yep. You run this side. There's some in here that can spawn. There's generally a prime target. It can sometimes be a raider. It's worth just to kill that guy and then reset. don't even bother killing the rest of the AI. Just insta-kill it and leave. Because those don't count for elites, even though there's an elite symbol. And then you just run back down here. And an elite will probably have respawned. They can respawn by this strongbox as well. Now, if you see an elite on the map, it's weird for one to stay on the map and then stay there for a long time. Like, this is super rare. Same with this one. It's generally proximity based, and if you run too far, sometimes they will just completely despawn off the map. They will do nothing. They will just leave. Sometimes they will leave no matter how close you are. It's just an RNG thing that I've seen from that. But by far, the best thing is to circulate this circle of an area. They spawn here fairly constantly. When you run from this building to that building, this one will generally respawn. If he doesn't respawn, you can go over here. If that one doesn't spawn, it's best to run back over here for this loop and then run back down to the strongbox.
Tagging waypoint.
This is easily the best way. I got 9 guns done with elite kills, which is insane because that's 90 elites. It's wild, but I just wanted to make this fairly short video covering pretty much all of it. I'll have the picture for what perks you primarily want on your way to 60. I got kinda unlucky for what you want. You definitely want equipment recharge. You can go equipment damage for the combat axe, which I forgot to mention is very, very good. Same with the Arrow 109 rocket launcher. It's what I had the entire time I was here to weaken all the elites. But if not, the combat axe with the point blank perk, very good. 1, maybe 2 combat axes, boom, you kill them with the gun, you're done. Keep running the loop. Really all you have to do. But yeah, I will have a picture of my perks at the end of the video.